From the Bhagavad Gita, we come to know the world is not defective. It has been created by a supreme divine personality who is all powerful and all knowing. So such a personality, who is also endowed with the quality of compassion, will not create a world which is harmful, which is inauspicious. Vasudeva Sarvamiti, O Arjun, everywhere is God. Ishavasyamidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. The whole world is the veritable form of God. And if you, Arjun, experience disturbance in this world, rather than looking on the outside first, look on the inside first. That confusion will need to be resolved. Once, in a performance hall, orchestra party was doing their dress rehearsal just before the big show. So they would sing in unison. Unfortunately, for that performance, the repair work was also happening simultaneously, and one carpenter would start banging. Now here the music director indicates to his musicians the nuances of scales, etc. And there the carpenter makes a crescendo with his tools. Completely cacophonous sound. So that would disturb the director. He would cast a glance at the carpenter, and the carpenter would look at the director. So this exchange of glances happened a few times. And then, finally, the carpenter spoke up to the music director. He said, "Sir, please continue. The sounds you are making are not disturbing me." The carpenter was under the belief that the director was looking at him to check that the music is not disturbing him. So you may say that is ridiculous, but it is analogous to the kind of disturbance we experience. We say this is bad, that is bad, this is disturbing, and the Vedic scriptures, they laugh at us. They say, look, this whole world is the form of God. There is the episode of Babri-san in the Mahabharata. Babri-san was the grandson of Bhim-sen. So Bhim-sen's son was Ghatotkacha, and Ghatotkacha's son was Babri-san. So he was of demoniac birth. He was one part of him was demoniac, and yet the other side he had a saintly nature. When the Mahabharata was to begin, all the various kingdoms in the then Bharatvarsh, land of India, they started aligning themselves. And the Lord Krishna met him on the way and said, "Can you display to me your skills?" Babri-san, he released an arrow with his mantras. Now the arrow weaved its way through the tree, piercing all its leaves, and dropped at the feet of Sri Krishna with all the leaves. Sri Krishna was very impressed, and he said to Babri-san, "Can you give me something?" Babri-san said, "What? Ask, it will be given." Sri Krishna said, "I want your head." Babri-san did not hesitate. He was such a devotee, he just chopped off his head, and Sri Krishna placed the head in the heavens. And at the end of the 18 days of the war, Sri Krishna went back to Babri-san and said, "What did you see?" Babri-san said, "Oh Keshav, I only saw you everywhere." So that is the divine perspective of Vasudeva Sarvamiti. When it's a fact that this world is non-different from God. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina matsthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha. Arjun, I am everywhere. Then the world is good. It is auspicious. What is troubling us is our own inner state. That is what we need to correct. So let's try to find out what is the cause of our agitation. The Bhagavad Gita strikes at the root of it and says, look, you become disturbed because of your attachments. If you are attached to something, when that is taken away, you feel disturbed. If you are attached to a certain kind of weather, when that weather is not prevalent, you feel agitated. So every time we become agitated, the reason for it is asakti, the clinging of our mind. Think deeply about it. Why do we become disturbed? I wanted such and such person to behave in this way. That person behaved in some other way. I am now disturbed. I wanted my child to become an engineer. The child is becoming a doctor. I am disturbed. So it is our own clinging that is the cause of our inability to find peace. I am working hard. Is it disturbing me? Remember, working hard will never disturb you. It will fulfill you. But I am disturbed because I am attached to the results. So Sri Krishna says, Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Arjun, release that attachment and you will work from morning till night without any kind of disturbance. So we can live in the world, but if we ensure that the world does not live within us, we will then find that within this world we are calm and composed.